Alright, this is going to be a video of this 52-inch Canarm brand Imperial ceiling fan I got at the Habitat Restore. I got it because I volunteer there. What I do for them is clean up and fix fans and lighting. They receive a donation, make them more presentable and run better than they originally were. Now, this was sold under several different brand names. For instance, at a local hardware store, this was actually branded Home Collection, and the model of that one was Summerside. This one is the Canarm version, however, as it says Canarm on it. Anyway, I'm going to be demonstrating it now, and starting with the light kit. And that works. I'm using two 60-watt equivalent energy-saving compact fluorescent bulbs. Once it gets to full brightness, it does give off a fairly good amount of light. And I'll turn that off. Turn the fan on now, and start with high speed. I did put a white piece of tape on one of the blades, by the way, just to indicate RPM. It does have quite an audible hum to it when it first turns on, but once it gets going, it quiets down a bit. It also pushes a fairly good amount of air because I pitched the blades more than they were originally pitched. Because previously it was really blowing no breeze, but now it could definitely cool off a large room with no problem with the amount of wind it's pushing. RPM-wise, probably going to go somewhere around maybe 180. And one additional note is the fan, surprising for a Canarm, does have pretty bad bearings. I've not seen actually too many Canarms with bad bearings before. This is actually one of the few. It is pretty well used, I guess, though. I'm going to go to medium speed now. This is going to go maybe around 120 RPM. And finally for low, which I'll show with the light on to increase the frame rate. This is going to go around maybe 65. It's actually the speed that hums the loudest. Don't exactly know why. And I'll turn everything off. Stop the blades. And I'm going to talk about some general information on it. It was missing quite a few washers to actually hold the blades to the brackets, and I wouldn't have really thought much about it. However, these are spring-loaded, therefore making the blades tight, as previously they were just shaking around, so I added a bunch of new washers, and now everything's all secure. Now I'm going to talk about the pros and cons. I like the fact that the fan does have quite a few features, adding versatility. For instance, with the mounting, it could be down raw mounted, how I have it now, or flush mounted. Flush mounting would probably be good for lower ceilings, and it's actually pretty easy to do. Also, it does have 5 reversible blades, one side being white, the other side being bleached oak. I did flip them over because, in my opinion, white looks pretty ugly. I mean, why would Canarm even put white on a brushed pewter fan? Don't exactly know. Also, speaking of brushed pewter, that's actually the finish it comes in. I don't believe it was available in any other colors. I think this is the only one. And not to mention, it does have a dome-style light kit, which is removable. However, that would leave a light pull chain kind of useless. But you could do that if you wanted to. Wouldn't be unsafe or anything, just be kind of pointless. Anyway, another pro is that it does look pretty good, especially with the bleached oak side of the blades. It isn't the best looking fan out there by any means, but it's actually kind of modern looking, kind of nice. And not to mention, the blade brackets on it are fairly unique. As you can see, not a very common shape. Zoom in there. What I don't like, however, is the fact that it is definitely cheaper quality, really not the best parts. Metal's pretty thin, you can hear that rattling around there. And also the motor is not particularly large, so even though it spins the blades pretty fast, definitely could have used a larger motor for the blade size, though the blades are pretty lightweight. Overall, I'll probably have to give it 3 stars out of 5, because it does look pretty good. I'm actually not even sure if the Imperial series is made anymore. I have not seen it on Canarm's website. The modern equivalent of this, though, is the Kindred, because I have seen that in stores. Basically identical, just with a very slightly different light kit, but otherwise almost the same. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you've ever seen this fan before, or just want to share your opinion, that can all be done in the comment box below. And I really appreciate you viewing.